Hey everybody, 3-Gun Guy here. I wanted to talk to you about my newest edition for my 3-gun competition, and that's the MOA Precision Patrick Kelly edition 12-gauge competition shotgun. Now, I've done some research. I was looking at a Terran Tactical M2 shotgun, but I just reached a budget limit, and $2,900 was not within that limit. So I set my budget for my shotgun at $1,500, and I looked at some other options. I'm not going to do the Excel spreadsheet comparison like I usually do. I'm just going to tell you that from what I read and from other folks that I shoot with who have MOA Precision shotguns, I went with MOA Precision. Now, with the Patrick Kelly edition, you get some pretty good modifications, right? We've got the Benelli extractor and spring. They polished the extractor cut in the barrel. They cut down a recoil spring spacer. They've got the carbon arm stainless mag tube and the spiral spacer, which is kind of nice looking. XS rear 3 sight set, which is really nice with fiber optic front. It's a midnight blue Cerakote, so it's really dark, but it looks really nice. Terran Tactical hammer spring, the bolt release handle, double-headed safety, which is nice, a little larger. They do undercut the trigger guard, and then some additional modifications. I did go with the 12+1 magazine extension, which really gives me the capacity that I need for 3-gun. All right, so let's go ahead and get to the unboxing. I already opened this up, so I'll just, but I wanted to show you kind of how it came. So basically it comes unassembled, which I don't know how I feel about that. I was hoping that it would just come assembled, kind of a nice box. But anyway, let's look at some of the things that we talked about earlier. So we have the the match saver here. We've got the red charging handle. We've got the red MOA Precision bolt release. Really nice work on this, by the way. This all looks very nicely machined. We do have the work done on the loading port here. So all of that's done. We do have the TTI lifter. And you can see that there's the undercut in the trigger guard for faster loading. We'll see how all this works together when we get it put together. But I like the workmanship. It looks very professional. I like the fact that they did Cerakote all of this, and they didn't just leave it raw. So again, we went over some of the things that that come with this P3K edition. Here's the safety, so you can see that it's the oversized safety there, and so that's that. Oh, and by the way, here's the spiral spacer, and let's see what else we have here. Copy of some information. This is the red, and I already took this out just to make sure that it was fine. So this is the red magazine extension. This should give me a 12-round capacity, so when we get that on there, that should look pretty nice. We've got the stock. We've got the instructions on how to put this baby together. They did go ahead and throw in a plug there, and then down here we've got our barrel assembly. And here we go here. Standard barrel. Now we do have the XS rear sight set with the fiber optic front sight. So here's the fiber optic front, and then the rear sight is going to be on the right here. Okay, so we'll see how all this fits together and how it looks here in a few minutes. Let's go ahead and put this thing together. One other thing I wanted to point out is they did give me a box with all the parts that were taken off the gun. So I've got The old magazine spring. This looks to me like it is I'm not sure what that is. But I also have a choke here. I thought there was another one, but we'll see about that. But these are the old parts, so it's nice that they send you the old parts just to make sure that, you know, if something goes wrong, you could at least put those in the gun and run it. All right, let's put it together. Okay, I was putting this together, and I'm going to tell you that, number one, I'm a Mossberg guy. I have never put together a Stoeger before, and I've never put together what these guys have done to this gun. So you're going to have these pieces here, and I'm going to show you how you have to put this thing together. This is going to make you mad for about 20 minutes. So what you need to do is take this handguard and put this barrel to where it is. Do you see that right there? To where this goes in the front of the handguard, right? Then you're going to kind of just play around with this a little bit. And then, and it's simple when I'm showing it to you. You're going to go, well, of course that's how you do it. But the other thing is the bolt here has to be forward, okay? Don't think that you're going to do it like this, like I would do on my Mossberg. That's not how you're going to do this one. This has to be forward because this slide area here has to fit in here. It won't if you bring this back, because this piece right here will be too far back, okay? So I'm just trying to save you a little time here. So if you do that, then you're going to bring it together. You're going to fit it in there. You're going to run this thing back, and then it's going to fit in, and it's going to fit together, okay? You probably didn't see all that, but the key is take your time and make sure that this piece on the barrel goes in before the handguard, okay? And then we're going to put the spacer on, which is nice and cut. Then with theirs, we go ahead and put the nut. And we're going to put that on pretty tight here. Trying to make sure I'm in the picture when I'm doing this for you. I'm not going to force it. Then we're going to take the tube. We're going to screw that on. A lot of threads. That's good. And you don't need a bridge here. You don't need a support there for this one. It's because of the way they do all their spacers and stuff. Then, almost put the end cap on, but we're not going to, right? Then we're going to go load the spring and the chaser first, then the spring, and then we're going to put the cap on, and then we'll be done. Okay? All right, and then we have the finished product here. This is the MOA Patrick Kelly edition. You can see they really do a good job. It took me 8 months to get it, and they're not the best at customer service as far as letting you know how things are going, but the workmanship is excellent, and we'll see how she shoots. We're going to take it to the range this weekend, and we'll go from there. All right. All right, we're at the range, and I wanted to run 5 different loads through the gun just to see what works and what might not work. Starting from left to right, the heavy field load is what I run through my Mossberg now, and that's the only load it'll take. But I thought I'd get some Remington, some Monarch, another Federal game load, and then the Fiocchi, I guess that's how you pronounce it. They're all 7.5 shot. The Monarch is the only load that is above 1,300 feet per second. So let's go ahead and see how all these work. and we'll start shooting. All right, let's just cut to the chase. I had failure to feeds with everything except the Monarch. So I think it's the 1350 feet per second that's doing the trick. Now in this run, this was the first 5 rounds. I just wanted to send 5 rounds through it, make sure everything functioned properly. It did lock back, so let's go to a full mag now. All right, it's so funny that all of a sudden the sound on this camera that I bought doesn't work. But I brought it home and tested it, and it does work. So for some reason, it just decided not to record the sound now. Now what you're seeing here is I'm just practicing loading, just to see how the loading port is functioning and everything. And you know, I've got to do some practicing on the shotgun, but extremely easy to do double loads. I'm not ready for quads yet, but when I am, I'm pretty confident that the gun's going to handle it just fine. I like that undercut in the trigger guard. It really helps me to load a lot easier and smoother. Now I did go through a whole mag, 13 rounds, 12 in the tube, 1 in the chamber. Now I'm going to run 13 more rounds through, but this time I'm going to use the match saver just to make sure that it's lined up properly and it's going to be easy to use. And as you can see, really nice angle there, so it's easy to get that round in the chamber. And now I'm fumbling around a little bit with loading, but got them loaded up, ran another mag through, and it really likes that Monarch. So I think I'm going to just focus on any ammo that's over 1,300 feet per second. I think the gun's going to run fine. All right, well, first impressions of the gun are really good. Fit and finish is excellent. Did run those 1,300 plus rounds through very nicely, and I'm really looking forward to using this in competition. I do want to talk about the customer service aspect, so let's go ahead and get to that next. All right, we've talked about the good. Let's talk about the not so good. So customer service, very frustrating. I was, promised 14-week build time, took 38 weeks to deliver. They seem to have supplier outsourcing issues, because every time I called them, and by the way, they never called me with an update at all. I had to call them. It was something was at another shop being worked on, Cerakote, machining, something else. So they really need to bring all that in-house if they want to continue to succeed, in my opinion. At the very end here, I was dealing with a young lady by the name of Katie. She seemed to know what was going on more than anyone else, and so I would just go through her. Now, let's talk about some changes that I think are coming. It appears that MOA Precision is going to be selling through the channel. So what that means is you should be able to go to a store and pick up a P3K or a similar shotgun. I would definitely wait until they get into the channel and you can go to your local gun store, pick it up, look at it, see the fit and finish. It is excellent. They do excellent work. But if you order it from them now, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to promise you time-wise, but you would be best served to think that it's going to be in the range of 30 to 40 weeks to get your shotgun. Is it worth it? Yeah, I think it is. I mean, for the price point and the fit and finish of this shotgun, I would absolutely buy from them again. Just be honest with me and tell me it's going to be, 35 to 40 weeks to get my shotgun. Overall, guys, excellent shotgun, excellent work. MOA Precision, you're doing it right. Thanks again for a great shotgun. Well, thanks again for watching, everyone. My review of the MOA Precision Patrick Kelly Edition shotgun. We'll see you at the range.